Hi, I'm Edison.
Hi, I'm also Edison.
No, you're not.
Oh. Hi, I'm not Edison. I'm DC.
Hi, I'm not DC, and I'm Topher. Oh. And if you actually think I'm Topher, and not all black people look alike, okay?
I'm not black today. It's okay.
Okay.
Welcome to
White Southern Christian. I'm Topher, your favorite white Southern Christian belle.
Yes. Have pride.
Happy Pride!
Welcome to Femmes React. We are watching The Next Prince, episode 6. We're joined by Topher again.
Hello.
Hey, last week, stuff happens. I don't know what. There's a recap. The show is doing something. I don't know what it's doing, but for me, like, the pacing is at a bit of a interesting point because I'm still trying to figure out, storytelling-wise, where we're going. In the first episode, we had this whole drama about Nunu being an assassination kind of attempt. And then, I don't know, that kind of tension died down. There's not a lot of risk right now on Nunu's life. We know that there's like a political... Someone's trying to get him, but there's not enough information for me to be aware of what the story is trying to do at this point. I have a few theories in my head. I'm trying to get out because my head's like hot right now. But I feel like the Snake team, the Snake clan, are afraid of the king or want revenge for the king because I think the king has like a hand in Nunu's mom's death, or if she's not dead, you know, King Porsche secret stowaway situation. And then that's why the Green Clan is so like, we need to get these evil people out of power and they're our enemies, which is why there's so much pressure on Ramil to not associate with them. Why? You know, a good reason could be because Dear Dad, he's a bit of a wet blanket, and so maybe he's kind of like not trying to lead. Maybe he was like, I'll let my wife have it, and then those politics of if the wife was gonna ascend but she's from a different clan, what that would be. And so there could be a message there, but it's really hard to tell like what the show is doing besides the romance. Last week we sort of touched on if the show had feminist potential, if we were going there, DC, you were going there. And I guess my question is to you guys, like, what sort of like things would you like to see out of Ava for the show to engage more with any sort of like feminist things?
I'd like to see her.
Yes, I know. But like, moving forward, like, is there anything more in particular that you would really think cement her inclusion into the show that wouldn't seem like, oh, she's here, girl power? Like, that's maybe valid to a lot of people, but could we take it further? And then the other thing is, do you guys think anything of the Ramil relationship? Because for me, like, I'm all for the kink, but when it bleeds into like super control, like the little twink just wants to study art, but you know, Ramil is kind of like, you can't do that because you're mine. And so he's kind of like emotionally coercing the twink to like not do things, but also maybe there is that like element of those guys are our enemies. You're gonna have to kill them one day, so don't get attached. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think at least with Ramil and his twink studying art, I think it's more of, I don't want you studying art with that fine ass man who happens to be our enemy. And, you know, they are the opposite side. They work for the king. So I can't have you studying with that man. But if you want to go to the local community college and study art with that, you know, bucktooth, you know, hunchback woman over there or something, that's fine. But I can't have you studying with this fine ass, delectable, you know, two-piece in the biscuit looking man. Can't have that, who's also our enemy. At least that's how I'm choosing to interpret it, because it makes life more fun in my head that way. Yeah, the kink, again, I don't yuck nobody's yum, except for the times I do. which seems to be frequently. I just stay out the comments at this point. If I offended anybody in the last couple of weeks, sorry, not sorry. Yeah, like I'm fine with the idea of the kink. Again, I've already mentioned it's borderlining a little close, seeing it. And I think I saw in one of the comments where it's like he's not, his old twink isn't his servant. I kept using the term servant.
And the power dynamic isn't clear at all because he gets whipped for it, but he's not like bossed around.
Yes. So I guess the father is just very observant and very aware of their relationship or their dynamic. And he's like, I'm not going to tell you can't be with him. I'm going to just tell you maybe keep it behind closed doors. And if you fuck up, I'm going to fuck him up. So us. Like it reminds me of like the last couple episodes of Where Your Eyes Linger, where it's the same sort of thing where like daddy is taking it out on this person because he knows that the son cares about this person versus beating the son. So I think the dad's just aware of their dynamic. However, whether it's a deep romantic thing or if it's just sex, I don't know. That has yet to be seen, but dad's aware of it. Oh, Ava, I'd like to see more of her. It's only we're only going into episode 6, so we still have, this is 12 or 14 episodes.
14.
So we still got 8 episodes. I mathed right. We still have 8 episodes, so there's still plenty of time for us to show more of her. I just don't want her to be an afterthought. Granted, I realize she's not the main focus of the show. The main focus of the show is Zia Nunu, so we're going to focus a lot on Zia Nunu, and that's great. It's a BL series starring Zia Nunu. I already know how that ship's going to end up. I know how that story is going to get tied up in the end. So I won't say that I'm less invested, but I've said it so many times. That's why I end up like jumping on. I have such strong side ship syndrome. It's like I already know how the main ship's going to end. 98% of the time. There is that, like 2% where, sometimes like, gosh, actually, they don't need to be together because you know what? They're not right for each other right now. I'm like, oh, thanks. Thank you. Thank you for telling me love can't fix everything. I appreciate this. But not, most of the time I'm like, yeah, they're going to end up together. So I already know. Zia Nunu, and it's fine. That's great. They're great together. So I'm less worried about them and more just kind of the other story beats that are, going to facilitate their relationship getting together. So I would love to just see more of her because I feel like she's been kind of a afterthought the majority of the series so far. Like, Kanin's real rival, so to speak, is Ramil, and then Ava is there. And I think she has a lot of potential, and I still keep going back to, energy I got during whatever conversation she was having with her father however many episodes ago. Like there's potential for her to be a very interesting character, whether they want her to be a secret villain or whether they want her to be like this beacon of feminism or whatever it is they want to do with her. Like there's a lot that they could do with her. And right now they're not doing anything. So like I would love to see them do something with her. Whatever that may be, whether that's just throwing her in another side ship or making her, like a secret villain or, the secret hero. Maybe she's going to be the underdog. Like we're focusing on Ramil and Kanin and she's going to swoop in underneath them and be like, I'm the true victor. The kingdom's my father's, because I don't know. But, I don't know. I don't know. They could do lots of things with her. And I would like to see them do something. Pick it out of the hat. I don't care.
He kills Ramil's twink. Oh.
She kills Ramil's twink. Look, I would be gagged. I'd be like, oh my God, Ava, way to shake up the status quo. She said, no side ship. No, they are not the side ship. Fuck that little twink. Yes, I'd be here for it.
But her dad is like, hey, let's do archery, right? For the competition. So maybe she's a really good archer. Maybe she's fucking Katniss Everdeen and she's gonna shoot the king from 10 meters away.
Oops, it slipped. I tripped over my feet and it slipped. My bad. I guess my dad's the king now. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like she could be really interesting.
I think there's also should be some separation between the dad whipping him the twink, and also the side shipping of itself, and with the belt and the collar and stuff like that, because the dad whipping him was not erotic. It was painful. It was punishment. There was no joy from any of that. And that's why it was such a big surprise to me at that. So it's not a part of their kinkiness that like his dad is whipping him. I think
maybe like a three-way thing between his dad and.
However, I'll take it back. If there's a three-way between them, and he's like, "You've been a bad boy," smacking over there and stuff like that, because there's a three-way and he can't really do anything with his son, so he had to do it. No,
don't make it cool.
This is not Papa What Is Love, and that didn't even go that far.
So that should be like clearly okay. And I think I can't really say anything right now. While he's saying that I don't want you to go off and do that, I don't know if it's more of it's a part of the relationship. It's like you have to do everything I do, or unless it's like I really don't want you to go off to college, which is like there's a slight difference between there, but they all also depends on how their relationship is played out in the following episodes, what's agreed upon between them and stuff like that, and what two people agree on as long as they're contract, as long as they're agreement and stuff like that. I don't have to like it as long as there's consent between those two people. That's their jam. That's their yum and stuff like that. I don't like it. I wouldn't do it for myself, but that ain't none of my business. But I really hope for this, which I'm probably not going to get, I really hope that for this series, there is a clear saying what this kinky relationship is and all of that kind of stuff, instead of like putting it up there for feels and like, ooh, this is sexy, ooh, this is erotic and stuff like that, and giving it to the audience without any context. But context sometimes would be too much. I agree.
Context is in the novel.
There you go, context in the novel. But guess what? We only have this. This was on a plate. This was on our plate. We got to eat what's on our plate. I just want everyone. Bare minimum, I always want a woman to pass the Bechdel test. Like at a bare minimum, but you get that in GLs, and hopefully she gets a relationship. I think honestly, giving her a well-developed relationship firstly would put her on the same level as everybody else. The one thing that I said last time, I really felt like it was the new episode last time, because it like really focused on them, and there really wasn't any other space other than like, ooh, the side ship is kinky, that without any context and other things like that. If she could not only change the whole system and power like that by entering into the conversation, into the system and stuff like that, but also change the system from within, so that way it's not just the pink face or just like that. But I know the whole thing goes to her father, but then afterwards she can say, well, Daddy, shouldn't you also, since I made this change and I did this, make some of them like equal opportunities for not only women, but also for other groups that are marginalized within the kingdom, whoever they are. There's probably some classism in there. Like, there's probably some classism. I want to say there's probably some classism, but I don't know how there's a distribution of wealth in the system, which is also something that's not shown. But you still got royalty and nobility and stuff like that. So I'm making an assumption. But when you have extreme wealth, there's always extreme poverty. So but those always go hand in hand. Whenever you have a country where there's the super rich, you also have the super they're in poverty. And so hopefully there's a even distribution of wealth, and maybe just her saying, hey, let's do something for. Sometimes there's women who get through the door and then like, okay, go up the ladder and then pull it up. Like some people are the first people and then they pull up the ladder and they don't do anything. Right. To like actually put down the ladder and say, hey, come up here. I'm the first. Yay. I don't want to be the last. And like, actually, not only other women, but then also other minorities, other people who are like disadvantaged and all this other kind of stuff. So that could be a real change in there. But the only thing we've been seeing is like, maybe they have free college. Maybe it's free college. Maybe it's not free college. Everybody gets
university look expensive.
Right. Everybody else, like even the poor people get to go to that university. Who knows? But something like that. But also her being there more, her having a relationship, her passing the Bechdel test, her being more central. But then also, I know this. If she's more central and if she has more in the story, it wouldn't be a Z Nunu series. So, you know, people came for Z Nunu, people came for BL, people came for this. And so I think they're giving them that, but it's going to be something I'm going to be constantly saying. It can always be better.
I mean, if the audience is seeing their eyes through Ava, if there's a predominantly female audience and they want to participate in the narrative, I wonder what kind of agency they'll let her have and how that reflects on the projection the audience will have on her. Because, you know, it's not often you'll get that opportunity in traditional BLs to have a positive female person to relate to. Like often, you know, in the past, it's been normally a jealousy or a villain sort of like trope. So,
and that's why I don't want her to be the villain, because of the previous tropes of the women being the villain, the women being like a jealous, being like angry and stuff like that, or they jealous wife. That's why I just don't want her. It'll be it'll be gag and all this other kind of stuff, but sitting in the context of it, I don't want her to be the villain. I want her to be the hero.
Okay, well, we're taking bets now, Audie.
Yeah. You know, probably you. Yeah, the grandma died, and
she killed the grandma. Ava did it.
Ava probably killed the mother too, and just, that's what I don't know. But it'll probably.
Yeah,
I don't want it.
No. I'm not saying. Okay,
but I'm gonna say it's gonna happen.
That's one of the
calling
things,
it
right?
now here in episode 6.
We have to try to measure things in context, and you know,
Inches.
Ava not being evil, it could be a baby step in terms of progress. So I don't know how much to expect right now. I think the baby step, maybe that's enough for now, and maybe that's enough for this type of show. Like, but the other thing is, where are the mothers? Like, that's something I feel like is unanswered, and I wonder what the exclusion of the mothers is for. And could a mother become a queen? Like, that's not really being addressed in the lore. So I want to know about what's going on with the other mothers, what their role in the story is. Or have we just gone, they're all dead for convenience? No, but there's not. They're mothers in the credits.
It's
right?
an Olsen Twins movie.
No, it's like, no, I'm laughing because it's funny, because moms are not around. And it's women are not present in BL unless they're there to be like evil or whatever. And that's why also I do enjoy GL a lot, because, you know, women are there, but they're also not all evil. Like, you know, so, but yeah. No, it's funny that the moms aren't around. It's like, where'd these babies come from? Like,
but there are mothers in the credits, or there are older females in the credits. So they might have a prominent role later on. Maybe they're just like, we were all vacationing in Thailand together. I don't know.
They're not welcome at the meetings.
Right. They're on a girls trip. They're out there in Puerto Vallarta.
Oh, they're leading a secret resistance. Who knows? Who knows?
Led by Ava.
That would be awesome. And somehow she still turns out evil because she's overthrowing the king. There you go. Everything's solved. She's evil, but she's overthrowing the king. I'm happy. You're happy.
I mean, I don't want her to be evil. I'm just saying, I'm calling it now. So if it happens, you guys have receipts. The receipts. I said it.
I always feel like the title is for some reason backwards.
หลานต้องการพระองค์
I don't know.
มาเป็นโค้ชให้หลานพะยะค่ะเสด็จปู่
กระหม่อมไม่ใช่ของแลกเปลี่ยน
ผมแค่ขอแค่นี้เองแค่ขอมีคุณอยู่ด้วย
เอาเป็นว่าต่อจากนี้กระหม่อมจะเป็นโค้ชให้ฝ่ายได้
No, we just open in with this. We don't. You know when an episode is serious when they open with the title sequence, right? They just get it out of the way.
Something's about to go down.
Good.
Unless I'm reading too much into it. Usually, that's how it is.
Ava's master plan's about to kick off.
I really want to know more about the inspiration behind the emblem animals. We ain't seen a horse in this kingdom. Do you guys really love horses? But
They like riding.
Oh god. That only took us what, 5 minutes? No, I'm just kidding. You know what? More national animals should be cool stuff like that, like a phoenix or a shark or something like that.
Well, we have the kangaroo and emo on our coat of arms.
Yeah. But I think like Wales or England has a dragon. Like
I want a dragon.
You guys
Like
have the
a big-
eagle.
yeah, but I'm talking about like a dragon or something terrifying.
The eagle's not on my flag.
Right. Cthulhu or something like that, or like Godzilla.
That's Japan.
โอ๊ยเบาๆหน่อยสิคุณ
อยู่นิ่งๆหน่อยพะยะค่ะ
Excuse me, I'm over here with ointment.
But why does he have ointment on his finger? He's already put the band-aid on, or whatever, the cast, or whatever. What is that called?
Oh, Daddy, you
ไม่เป็น
exist.
ไรต้องเกิดอะไรขึ้น
ท่านชายประสบอุบัติเหตุเพียงเล็กน้อยขณะฝึกซ้อมพะยะค่ะ
Is he gonna slap Z? No?
เราว่าตอนลูกไม่ได้เป็น
Nah, this dad don't care that much.
ท่านชายแค่ออกท่าผิดเลยทำให้ล้มแล้วข้อเท้าพลิก กระหม่อมกำลังปฐมพยาบาลพะยะค่ะ
งั้นเราว่าให้คะแนนพักการซ้อมก่อนดีกว่านะ
พะยะค่ะ
เรามีเรื่องต้องคุยกับลูก
6 episodes in, you finally want to talk to your son? I guess.
I mean, he didn't know where he was for 20 years, though. Come on now.
I know, but he's been in the castle for like.
I didn't really know how to talk to you. I never really had a son. I am your son.
คะแนน
ถึงการแข่งจะสำคัญกับอัศวเทวทินมากแค่ไหน แต่ก็ไม่ได้สำคัญไปกว่าลูก
That's questionable.
Oh,
เพราะมันต้องการให้ลูกเจ็บอีก
okay.
ลูกจะระวังตัวมากขึ้น
Unless I'm the one doing it because I'm gonna kill you I don't know ก่อนที่ลูกจะทำอะไร
I just can't trust nobody in this series.
Right, the grandpa last episode was like, I hid you away for your own safety. And I'm like, there's a different reason. But what is it?
Okay.
Got Elizabeth Taylor's diamonds right there.
Got this evening robe on with his décolletage all out.
He's already forgot about his
Where you wanna
biodata.
be
He's like, this is so nice. Who cares about my biodata?
โอ๊ยใช่
Not
Oh,
my dad.
baby, you milking it now. You
ทัก
milking
ชายนั่ง
it.
ก่อนพี่ค่ะ
Oh, I don't want you to help me.
But no, I'm fine.
ก็อยากสระผมอ๋องั้นรอกระหม่อมแป๊บหนึ่งพี่ค่ะ
Now let me try that again.
Couldn't help but make eye contact. That's where your mistake is.
I mean, I would want to make eye contact with him too.
The man has his
ย้อมผมบ่อยแบบนี้ต้องใช้
Feet in his
โรงแร
nails.
ม
Eye contact
Intense
with him.
Care Treatment จะช่วยทำให้ผมที่พันกันยุ่งเหยิง นุ่มลื่น หวีง่ายใน 7 วิเพียค่ะ
I don't want to
Come on,
commercial.
product placement. No. That's the one time they do a product placement that makes some kind of sense.
Am I disturbing something?
สภาพภูมิประเทศของเมืองมีนานครินทร์เมืองทางใต้ของประเทศเอมมารีเป็นป่าดิบชื้น
Wait, why am I chittering
เป็น
you?
ป่าฝนเขตร้อน
I thought it was just your fencing
มี
coach.
พื้นที่ติดทะเล สินค้าที่ส่งอ
You
อก
can't
I don't mind the
anymore.
poofies.
คือไข่มุก
Okay,
ไข่
sorry.
มุกครับ
โดยเฉพาะไข่
I
มุก
don't mind the
สีดำ
poofies
ที่มี
sleeves.
ชื่อเสียงระดับ
I like them. Oh, tie up there.
สวยอ่ะ แต่มันคงแพงน่าดูเลยใช่ไหม
ไข่มุกสีดาร์กแชมเปญถือว่าแพงที่สุด
แล้วมีนานักครินทร์นี่อยู่ไกลไหม
อยู่ใกล้กับกรุงดาร์วินมากที่สุด แล้วมีประชากรมากเป็นอันดับ 2 รองจากกรุงดาร์วิน
How big is this country?
ตาบาด
แล้วอยากไปเห็นไข่มุกสีดาร์กแชมเปญด้วยตาตัวเอง
กระหม่
So
อมคิ
girl,
ดว่า
focus.
ทางสมบัติ
We
ที่
are
วาง
ไม่
studying.
เอาของเสด็จปู่ไม่เอาของอัศวเทวาทินด้วย เราอยากไปเห็นของที่คนปกติเขาหาซื้อกันได้อะ
What does that mean?
เรายังมีเวลาเหลือนี่ จริงๆ เราไปที่มีนานักครินทร์เลยก็ได้นี่ จะได้ไปเห็นของจริง
แต่ฟาบาทเพิ่งหายเจ็บ กระหม่อมว่า
เพิ่งหายก็แปลว่าหายแล้วนี่เดินคล่อง
You just want to show off your tiny little waist. That's all.
He said, my ankle is healed.
นะ
Also, I am nipped.
มันอยู่ไม่ไกลไม่ใช่หรอ
ถ้าฟาบาทจะเสด็จออกไปข้างนอกตอนนี้ กระหม่อมคิดว่า ไปได้แค่ร้านขายไข่มุก ที่ตลาดหลังมหาลัยเท่านั้นพะยะค่ะ
โอเค ไปชาคลีเดี๋ยวเราจะไปตลาดหลังมอนะ แล้วคุณชลันก็จะพาเราไปด้วย ชาคลีไม่ต้องไปหรอกเนาะโอเคใช่ไหม
Hikaru's not even there in that scene.
ชาคลีโอเค
Okay.
Jackie's like, please go. That's fine. I need a day off.
Not a Toyota.
That's what all
ท่าน
royals
ชาย
drive. What do you
อย่า
mean?
เดินเร็วนักพะยะค่ะ
Right?
ถ้าเดินช้าให้เลิกพูดราชศัพท์กับ
Bentley.
โอเคไหม
Not even a Chrysler
ไม่เหมาะสมพะ
300.
ยะค่ะ ท่านชาย
Ooh.
ปิ้งร้อนๆเลยนะจ๊ะนี่จ้า
Is this the product placement episode? Are we just getting it all?
Yeah. We got to get it all out of the way. It's 14 episodes. They need all the product placement.
คุณ
Oh,
อันนั้นอ
inclusion.
ร่อยปะ
No. Okay, 2 seconds. All right.
ลองไหมพี่ครับ
รสชาติ
Like
ไม่ออก
where is
เลยว่า
that?
จะเข้ากันได้ยังไง
Yeah, no. They
เม
don't.
นูนี้
They weren't even lesbians. I just assumed that because it was 2 girls.
พวกเขาต้องการอาหารพลังงานสูง และกินได้สะดวกรวดเร็ว
Ooh.
น้ำของข้าวและหวานกินพร้อมกันทีเดียว แต่เพราะว่าเรา
X morning
เลยดัดแปลงด้วยการใส่เครื่องเทศลงไปด้วย
What's the eating bell?
หรือปิ้งไหมจ้าหรือปิ้งร้อนๆเลยจ้า
ต้องสั่งยังไงครับ
ท่านชายคณินท่านชายคณินจะรับกี่ชุดดีเพคะ
ของเรา1 ชุด คุณเอาได้ไหม
กระหม่อมไม่เป็นไรพี่
งั้นชุดเดียวก็ได้ครับ
เพคะ
Does this look like a pearl to you? We trying to look like a pearl. Product placement again.
This is in the university? Oh my gosh. It's like a
จ
bar.
ริง
I thought it-
ชานมแปลกไปนิด แต่พอกินกับหมูปิ้งแล้ว เข้ากันดีเลยนะคุณ
This is in the university or
It's so nice.
behind the university? This is a
It's
mall.
market behind the university.
Yeah,
Home.
yeah, it's behind the university.
รู้นะว่า
Although, would I be
เคยกิน
surprised if that university also had a
Maybe I
fancy
have to
market?
give me a
No.
The university in a mall.
อร่อยเนาะ นี่ ยิ้มหน่อย
ที่นี่ไม่เหมาะสมพี่ค่ะ
นิดเดียวเอง
Smile?
ยิ้มอ่ะ ยิ้มหน่อย ยิ้มเป็นไหมเนี่ย ยิ้ม
I'm your security guard. You don't
Yes.
see them sitting around smiling. The guy who protects like Britney Spears and they're like, no, I'm dangerous.
ก็แค่เนี้ย ไปกัน
Hey, take your rubbish to the bin.
Oh my God, yes.
There's people for that, apparently.
เรียนเชิญเพคะท่านชายคณิน
3 weeks as a prince and he's already.
They should at least check his rebels, man. I agree with you. I hate that when it happens.
This is lovely furniture though. Oh my gosh.
I want to go to the pearl shop. Me a nice strand of pearls.
I want a pearl couch.
ไข่มุกสีดาร์กใช่ไหม
So, what you're saying,
ไข่มุก
Topher,
จา
is
ก
that
นี้
you
นะ
want
นะ
a
คะ
pearl
ตอนนี้
necklace?
ขายดีมาก
I
เลย
know what
ค่ะ
I said.
เป็นสินค้าหายาก หากต้องการเนี่ยจะต้องสั่งล่วงหน้าก่อนเพคะท่านชาย
สั่งไว้ดีหรือไม่กระหม่อม
เท่ากับวันนี้มาเสียเที่ยว
ต้องขออภัยด้วยจริงๆเพคะ
Why don't you call
หาก
him
ทรง
that?
อยากเห็น กระหม่อมจะพาไปที่หนึ่ง
Who cares about the pearls? Kendon, what about your dead dad? Find out what happened to him.
Pearls, focus.
Don't pay attention to guys. Guys are always like, I know a place, and then they take you to the lowest point you've ever been in your life.
ของตระกูลทักเทวา
Oh,
เนื้อหาดคุณสวยจัง นี่คุณอยู่ที่นี่แค่2 คนกับคุณพ่อบ้านเหรอ
คฤหาสน์นี้สร้างขึ้นตั้งแต่ก่อตั้งประเทศเอเมรี พิทักษ์เทวาเป็นตระกูลองครักษ์ของอัศวเทวาทิน
ตระกูลองครักษ์
That's me.
อ๋อที่คุณไม่ฟันดาบต่อหน้าคนอื่นนี่เพราะคุณเป็นตระกูลองครักษ์เหรอ
ใช่ครับ ความสามารถขององครักษ์ไม่ควรเปิดเผยแก่ศัตรู
Right.
เชิญทางนี้ครับ
Who cares about your powers? A bullet's gonna kill anyone. Unless you can dodge a bullet.
ที่นี่เป็นที่ที่ผมอยู่เยอะที่สุด เป็นที่วาดรูป
นี่ถ้าคุณไม่บอกผมนี่ผมนึกว่าเป็นแกลเลอรี่สินึกว่าไม่เห็นเหมือนคฤหาสน์ตระกูลองครักษ์ที่เก่าแก่เลย
I like the
รูป
sunflower
ทั้งหมดนี่
picture
ฝี
in the
มือคุณหมด
background.
เลยเหรอ
งั้นส่วนใหญ่ผมเป็นคนวาด แต่บางรูป อย่างรูปนี้
Father did it.
Mother? Father? Somebody?
เป็น
Right
รูป
in
ที่
the
คุณแม่เป็น
mother's
คนวาด
vertical.
Oh, mother.
Oh.
Okay, mother talk.
นี่ครอบครัวคุณ
Is that before or after she was murdered by Ava?
ไม่ถึงขนาดนั้นครับ แต่งานวาดรูปเป็นงานที่ผมชอบ ทุกครั้งที่ผมวาดรูปเนี่ย ผมรู้สึกผ่อนคลาย
Maybe. Yes, she gave birth to Ava, and that's why. We're connecting the dots.
งั้นคุณมาสอนผมวาดบ้างสิ
เกรงว่าจะไม่เหมาะสม
I mean, you could have always enrolled into my class that I
แต่
was
จะบอกหรือ
teaching.
ไม่บอกใครเป็นคนตัดสินนะ
I mean, he attended.
ผมมันก็เหมาะดีแล้วนะ
คุณ ที่นี่เป็นที่ส่วนตัวของผม ผมเกรงว่าจะไม่เหมาะ เชิญทางนู้นดีกว่าครับ
ทำไมอ่ะคุณ
But I want to
ผมอยู่
see
ห้
your
องนี้ไม่ได้
private
เหรอ
space.
ผมขอเดิน
Also-
ดูรูปที่คุณวาดนะ จะไม่ดื้อไม่สนเลย
Also, no. It's my personal space.
Can I see your private space?
No.
We need a
I would
professional
like to see your
relationship.
private space.
งั้น
Because
คุณ
if
เอาผม
I
สัก
let
ครู่
everybody see it, it'd be a
Come
public
on.
space.
But I'm not everybody. I mean, yes, I'm every woman. It's all in me, but I'm not everybody.
Go ahead, Shaka Khan.
Who is that? Who is that?
He's painting his mom with him herself.
She looks white. Sorry, I mean,
Not you whitewashing the paintings.
I'm sorry.
Right?
ถืออะไรมา
That has to be a clue, right? There was a bit of music. What was that?
ไข่มุกนี่เป็นของสะสมของแม่ผม คุณแม่ผมเป็นคนชอบไข่มุกมากๆ และพยายามเก็บให้ครบทุกสี
I too dream of collecting every shade of pearl.
มันเริ่มจากสีนี้ คุณแม่บอกว่าคุณพ่อมอบให้เป็นของขวัญ สมัยที่ยังจีบกันใหม่
ไข่มุกสีขาว
Your mother caught a good one.
สีแห่งความบริ
First
สุทธิ์
date pearl.
ความจริงใจ
Jewelry.
Child,
เสรีภาพและความเสีย
trying
ส
to think of things I got on the first stage.
You did get your pearls, didn't you?
No.
ๆ นี่คือไข่มุกสีดาร์กแชมเปญที่คุณอยากเห็น
I had to work hard for that.
มันสวยมากจริงด้วยอ่ะ
คุณพ่อผมสั่งทำพิเศษ และมอบให้คุณแม่ในวันแต่งงาน
พ่อคุณนี่โรแมนติกจัง
Did he die for the king? What happened? What's the lore?
ขออนุญาตนะครับ
Oh. Oh.
Protecting his mother from evil.
No.
This is clearly
Because this is appropriate.
Oh.
You can't come into my studio, but it's okay.
Okay. All right.
คุณเห็นด้วยตาแบบนี้แล้ว คุณจะสั่งไข่มุกสีดาร์กแชมเปญอยู่หรือเปล่า
มันสวยมากจริงๆแหละคุณ ผมอยากได้
Oh, God. Runs out, no takesies, backsies.
Mine now.
ผมว่าผมอยากไปดูที่มีนานะครินทร์เองมากกว่า
ถ้าคุณมีโอกาสเนี่ย เดี๋ยวผมพาคุณไปเอง
Oh God.
สื่อให้ความสำคัญกับไอ้คณินมากเกินไป
It's like I need them to see me being gay in public.
I love the matching PJs.
I love this comforter.
Looks like it would feel nice to be
Right?
underneath of.
เหตุใดฟาบาทถึงไม่สืบข้อมูลของท่านชายคณินไม่มีเรื่องไหนให้โจมตีได้บ้าง
ที่เธออยากให้เราสืบอะ
Okay, matching sleep shirts.
เป็นเพราะจริงๆเธออยากรู้ใช่ปะว่าไอ้คณินกับไอ้ชลันน่ะมันคบกันจริงๆหรือเปล่า
Huh? What does that have to do with what?
He's jealous.
แล้วถ้าพวกเขาคบกันจริงๆอะเธอจะเสียใจไหม
Why? Oh, okay. I thought he was more like, well, we could be friends, you know?
ไม่มีเหตุผลให้กระหม่อมต้องเสียใจ เพราะกระหม่อมคือคนของท่านชายรามิน
Oh, Topher, you're right. He was jealous about the Z.
And that means I'm right about Ava, friends. You heard it here first.
เธอเป็นของเราจริงๆใช่ไหม
Where are you going? Oh.
Why do you need to prove that you belong to him through the cake? Just get him to listen to Taylor Swift or Bruno Mars or something. Is this lingerie? What is this?
Blindfold? Handcuff?
What? What?
I mean, it can be.
Laundry?
I guess that can be seen as some sort of consent with him actually going to get
หลานคณิน
it, and I really need to talk
เป็นยังไงบ้างหลาน
to BB about
เริ่ม
this.
ชินกับชีวิตในวังบ้างหรือยัง
เริ่มปรับตัวได้แล้วพะยะค่ะ
ดีดีวันนี้ลุงเอารังนกมาฝากเจ้ามหาชีวิต หลานอยา
I'll
กลอง
trust
ชิ
you
ม
on
ดู
that
บ้าง
bird
ไหม
nest.
ไม่เป็นไรพะยะ
Is
ค่ะ
it me or can he kind of get
กระ
it?
หม่อมไม่ค่อยชอบ
This
เท่า
bleed
ไหร่
that.
อ้าวเหรอ
Oh yeah, mostly dads can.
ถ้าหลานขาดเหลือ
I like
อะไร
these sleeves
ก็
too.
บอกลุงได้เสมอเลยนะ ยังไงซะ
Now I wasn't liking the sleeves in the other episodes. They were just like,
ดวงตะวัน
"Ooh."
ของมีนานักครินทร์เดี๋ยวลุงไปเข้าเฝ้าเจ้ามหาชีวิตก่อน
I like the sleeves in the vest. But I can't tell if the sleeves are different color than the shirt.
Okay, so yes, all right. So let me say that. I like all the sleeves that I've seen with the vest. I don't know if it's just the shirt alone. It'd be like, because the sleeves are see-through. They're sheer. I'm sorry, sheer.
ใช่ใช่ครับ คุณวันนี้ตอนเรียนเสร็จ ผมอยากไปเดินเที่ยวตลาดต่อ ยังไม่ได้ซื้อของกินอีกตั้งหลายร้าน
คงเป็นเช่นนั้นไม่ได้กระหม่อมวันนี้นอกจากเรียนแล้ว ยังต้องซ้อมฟันดาบและยิงธนูต่อ
อ๋อใช่
But I hurt my ankle again.
เมื่อกี้ผมเจอเจ้าชายวสินทร์ด้วย เขาบอกผมว่า อัศวะเทวาทิน เป็นเหมือนดวงตะวันของมีนานครินทร์มันแปลกๆไหม
เจ้าชายวสินทร์คงหมายความว่า มีนานครินทร์จะไม่มีวันทรยศอัศวะเทวทินกระหม่อม
Alright.
That's one way to interpret it, I suppose.
ถึงว่าเขาบอกว่าเขาอยู่ฝั่งผม
ถ้าอัศวะเทวทินได้ตำแหน่งเจ้ามหาชีวิตอีกสมัย มีนานครินทร์ก็จะได้รับผลประโยชน์
Oh, really?
ประโยชน์อะไร
Wouldn't they benefit more if they were the
ส
king
มัยก่อน
themselves?
มีช่วงที่ไข่มุกของมีนานครินทร์หายากขึ้น อัศวะเทวทินเลยให้งบประมาณสำหรับวิจัยไข่มุก รวมถึงให้วิจัยไข่มุกสีใหม่เพื่อเพิ่มผลผลิต ถ้าเจ้าชายทารินได้สืบบัลลังก์ต่อ ทางมีนานครินทร์ก็คงจะได้รับงบประมาณวิจัยต่อเนื่อง แต่การที่เจ้าชายวสินทร์ซึ่งไม่มีทายาทมาพูดแบบนั้น ก็คงเป็นแค่การแสดงความห่วงใยและเอ็นดูฟาบาทแท้ครับ
But Watson's probably blowing smoke up everybody.
ครับอาจารย์
Isn't that how it works?
คุณอยู่เนี่ยผมจะอยู่ยังไงเนี่ย
Because he's been meeting with the other dads in secret.
He just knows how to play all sides of the fence. Which is why he can't be trusted.
มือขวาหยิบลูกกระนุ
Saying we can't trust the
เอาปลายลูกกระนุมาวางไว้ตรง
bisexuals
นี้
at Pride.
มองเป้า
No!
That's what I thought you meant.
What?
By all sides of the fence.
What? I will not have bystander. No, we will not have any bystander.
Yeah,
here.
Topher.
World pride?
Yeah, Topher. How could you? How could you insinuate he was bi
My
and not to
erasure
be
is one
trusted?
thing, but just
First you come for Ava, and then you come for the boys.
I mean, I never came for Ava. I was just speaking the truth.
Oh wait, where did you get that?
ไข่มุกสีเหลืองหมายถึงการเป็นมิตรที่ดี และไม่มีปัญหาสุขภาพ
Oh, friend zone. Oh no. Just the friendship pearl?
คุณสัญญาแล้วนะว่าจะพาผมไปมีนานะ
Historians might call them best friends besides that part.
ฝันดีนะ
นิ้วชี้อยู่ข้างบนนิ้วกลางนางอยู่ข้างล่าง
Oh, I've seen that before.
Spider-Man.
You gotta pay attention before you mess up your left. Hand.
Don't be so close, you might chip an ear.
ก็เข้า
No, you
เอง
didn't.
ไหม
อันนี้น่าจะ
I mean, you shot the arrow.
You hit the black part. You want to hit the yellow part. Come on, Kenny.
In progress. Progress.
At least it hit the target. I've seen it. Like, look, hey, I'm gonna tell you like this: at 100 yards, sometimes you're just learning.
พี่
Oh, is this a fine friend? Yes. Give me more of
น้อง
him.
ทำงานนี่ใส่ผ้ากันเปื้อนมาเดินเล่นมั้งพี่ทำงานนี่สิที่ตามหาคนเจอหรือยังยังไม่เจออีกเหรอพี่แต่ผมเคยเจอเขาจริงๆนะไม่ได้โกหกไม่เชื่อใช่ไหมเดี๋ยวเลิกงานผมพาไป
Wait, you've met him?
What you mean?
แล้ววันหยุดได้จะกลับประเทศหรือเปล่า
I don't trust you either.
ก็มอง
Add you to the
พัก
list.
ผ่อนที่นี่
ถ้าอย่างนั้นก็ดีเลย
The bartender who showed up.
I mean, he was there last episode.
ซ้อมฟันดับเสร็จแล้วหรือกันเอง
Him I
นั่งก่อน
trust.
สุดร้าน
He looks not okay. What is...
ผมกำลังคุยกับเจ้าชายคาวิน
And that's why I trust him.
ก็เลยให้เรียกหลานมาจะได้พูดกับเสเดี๋ยวนี้เลย
เรื่องอะไรหรือพะยะค่ะ
ผู้เห็นว่าหลานกับเจ้าชายคาวินนั้นอายุรุ่นราว
Oh, he's trying to set him up with Calvin.
น่าสนิทกัน
And
ไว้
kiss.
เลยอยากให้
And
ผู้ใหญ่ให้หลาน
kiss.
พาเจ้าชายไปเที่ยวพักผ่อน
So you go on a trip? Oh my goodness!
I mean, thank you, Grandpa.
ไม่ทาหรือพะยะค่ะ
ใช่ จะมีรามินกับเอวาไปด้วย
I love it when like grandparents are the
และเจ้า
ultimate
ชายคา
wing
วินด้วยนะจรัน
person.
พะยะค่ะ
Oh, pretty. Are those real birds?
Right.
ทำไมหวังที่ไม่เหมือนที่อื่นเลยชาครี
I think it's the projection technology.
That's a fine man.
We're here to pick up Ava.
The light bill is.
Ava better have a pink convertible or something. I don't know what kind of car she
Yeah, but like, why are all of her guards fine as hell? My goodness.
They're for her pleasure. No, I don't know.
I would never leave this castle.
Ava doesn't. Ava's like already been shipped with the other girl, that random girl.
เจ้าชาย
That's fine. I'll take the guard. She can have that girl.
ที่จริงที่นี่น่าจะสะดวกกว่ามาก ขอพระทัยเจ้าชายชนะด้วยกระหม่อมไม่ค่อยชินกับความโอ้อาเท่าไหร่จริงๆแล้วเราแค่เสียดายเท่านั้นแหละไม่เป็นไรหรอกส่วนหลานคณิน เราได้เตรียมห้องพักประทับรับรองไว้ทางด้านโน้นเรียบร้อยแล้ว
ขอบพระทัยพะยะค่ะ
Is this a Sephora? What?
เจ้าชายคาลวินคงอยากจะชมวังทวิตเมธาไม่มากก็น้อย งั้นเชิญ
ท่านพี่คณินเสด็จทางนี้ก่อนเพคะ
Why is there a phoenix? Just like
because they breed them in this kingdom.
Are they real? Or is it projection
ที่
technology?
สนิทกับไปคณินคงหวังจะเกาะกระแสประเทศประชาชนนิยม
Hoping around some.
ไร้สาระ
แต่กระหม่อมว่าหากพระบาทมีกระแส ก็คงจะดีไม่น้อยนะพะยะค่ะ
พี่ว่างๆเนี่ยก็เลยขอมาดูสนามซ้อมยิงธนูของ
don't
น้อง
you
หญิง
see it? I'm wearing all
ท่านพี่คณิน
black
ชม
while
สนาม
everybody else is wearing white. I'm the
ทำไม
bad
จะไม่ได้
guy.
ล่ะ นี่ก็สนามของน้องหญิงไม่ใช่เหรอ
มาถึงทวิตเมธานานแล้วเดี๋ยวพะยะค่ะ
Oh, okay. Sorry, I asked.
What was that?
Fuck my track. Jesus.
ชมวังเสร็จแล้วเหรอเพคะ เจ้าชายเควินอยากลองยิงธนูด้วยกันไหมเพคะ
รับน้ำใจท่านหญิง แต่เราขอผ่านก่อนดีกว่า
งั้นเจ้าชายเควินอยากลองไปเที่ยวที่ไหนไหมเพคะ ที่นี่ตึกสวยๆ และที่เที่ยวเยอะมากเลยเพคะ
มีที่แนะนำไหม
The archery range.
My bed chambers.
เราอยากลองไปเที่ยวในเมืองเพิ่งเซิร์ชมา
น่าสนใจสุดๆเลย
Why are we in the backyard
ก็
then?
ไหนๆก็ได้ออกมาจากกรุงดาร์วินทั้งที มันก็ต้องเที่ยวให้คุ้มสิ
ไปเที่ยวด้วยกันไหมเพคะ คนมาเยอะถึงจะสนุก
Yes, for your popularity. But we're not gonna see any archery?
พี่จะพาไปเที่ยวกับเจ้า
No,
ชาย
you,
เขาวินได้
you
ยังไง
gotta save that for the finale.
งั้นหญิงจองโรงแรมในเมืองให้ทุกคนเลย
And then Ava's just so good. She gives it a 10 ring and then she splits the arrow.
The
ชา
fuck,
ครีไม่ต้องตาม
Shakri?
ต่อไปนะ
Why are you always dismissing Chakri? Let him have fun.
Hey, Chakri
He
wants
wants to
to
go to
go.
a fancy hotel.
He was just clapping for himself. Wait,
That's
this
so rude.
That
ถ้าเสด็จพ่อรู้ว่าหญิงอยู่
having all the royalty at a club, maybe not like
ลองปล่อยใจ
Like mass assassination attempt at the entire royal line.
Where's Secret
เรียก
Service?
ว่าอะไรล่ะครับ
See, this would be the perfect time for whoever is second or third in line in the Blue family, the Blue Kingdom, to get a chance at ruling. They said, okay.
ที่ประเทศเราไม่มีอะไรแบบนี้นะ
เป็นความภาคภูมิใจของทวิตเมทาเลยนะ ถึงแม้หญิงจะไม่เคยลองก็เถอะ
Wait, what?
มาทั้งทีลองหน่อยไหม
she doesn't drink.
หญิงไม่ชอบดื่มไปค่ะ ห
And
ญิง
that's
ชอบเป็นคน
fine.
ดรังมากกว่า
Oh, villain. That's.
นะน้องหญิงลองดู
You know what?
ไม่ได้ว่าจะสนุกได้ไง
Why are we trying to
Sometimes
force her
you
to
go-
drink?
Sure
Yes, also don't force her to drink. If she don't want to drink, she don't want to drink.
Yeah.
I feel like she's just been very protected. That's the sense I'm getting.
Or maybe she just got bad experiences.
Sure. Or she's seen other people go through that horrible experience.
She spiked enough drinks and murdered
Oh,
enough
that's
people to
what I
know. Don't drink in public.
แล้วเห็นว่าพี่มาหรือยังล่ะ
But we were friends.
Okay.
Okay, Clavage.
น้องหญิง
ไหมคะ
ไปเต้นกัน
จะดีเหรอ
ดีสิ ถ้าเราสนุกมันจะมีอะไรไม่ดีได้ไง
จะหญิงเต้นไม่เป็น
What could probably bad go wrong? Something bad's gonna happen.
We learned how to do the
Someone
ballroom
gonna-
dance. We can do that.
เจ้าชายคาร์วินไปด้วยกันไหม ไม่ดีกว่า
Calvin, what do you want to do?
What is Calvin's purpose here?
Everything we ask, you like, nah, pass. Which is valid. Same. Like, what do you want to do?
Not her doing the Elaine dance.
They don't look like they're having fun, but good on them. Nobody looks like they're having fun.
That's because there's not music being played. They always add that in afterwards.
And kiss? Oh, no.
Shakri, I told you to stay home. Is Shakri getting hit on? Wait, what?
Go to Shakri.
Yes!
Go ahead, Shakri.
Shakri gets a romance before Ava. That's what's happening.
You know what? I will watch it. I'm here for it.
Ava has a romance. She's just not on screen.
Yes. But I've said it before. I feel like they always ignore my fluffy individuals. Give my fluffy friends some love too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the scene is certainly happening.
Come on, Calvin. What the fuck?
I'm so drunk I dropped my glass.
What? I don't understand what Ramil's problem is.
Wait, was that Ramil giving drink to Shakri?
No, I don't think it was.
Okay.
Was it?
The hair looked the same.
I don't know.
It did look the same. No, I thought it was Zachary at Ramil at first too, but
because then I take back all the excitement I had just a moment ago.
Hey, why can't Shakri join this kink situation? I don't know.
BL ain't ready for that yet.
This is the lovely entrance.
สนุกมากใช่ไหม
Said that before.
ขออภัยครับบาทกระหม่อมสำนึกผิดพะยะค่ะ
I can't have fun?
ฝ่าบาทอยากให้กระหม่อมทำอะไร
Okay.
โปรดรับสั่งได้เลยนะพะยะค่ะ
อะไรก็ได้เลยเหรอ
สำหรับฝ่าบาทกระหม่อมเป็นเหมือนสัตว์เลี้ยง
okay.
สัตว์เลี้ยงที่ซื่อสัตย์และพร้อมจะรับฟังทุกคำสั่งของฝ่าบาทพะยะค่ะ
I mean, if they happy, I'm happy for them. Sir, let's teeth your hide. Let's.
Oh my god. No one likes a biter unless you like biting.
I mean, some people like a biter, but that's neither here nor there. We're not here to talk about them.
Is he worried that other people might see?
I think so.
Because this could end up in the tabloids.
Right, and that was already his father was upset about that. And that was coming down bad on him.
Right. If
And
they
then
get
at this point,
caught,
it could just be looking like him trying to copy Kaneen.
but if they get caught, Peitai gets spanked. Wait.
Where does that spank?
I mean, potato, tomato. So what is your order?
That was his order. Look at his face! Not him looking like that.
Calvin's had 3 drinks. Damn. 4. Oh, that's a lot.
Calvin, why are you here?
To meet his side couple, who's here coincidentally as well.
Truth.
Zachary? No, I'm just kidding.
I support it.
I don't like where this is going.
Why is no one looking after Calvin? Oh, poor
No,
Shakri.
why is no one looking after Shakri?
Right? Shagri. Oh baby you look the way I
เจ้าชาย
feel
เควินบอกไปเข้าห้องน้ำแต่หนีไปก่อนเลย
คุณ
No, you didn't look for
ตัว
him.
เองได้
You guys didn't look for him. You're meant to take care of him. He's from another country. Are people trying to kill Ava and
กระหม่อมขอฝาก
ท่าน
ท่าน
เนี่ย
ชายคณินไว้ด้วยพะยะค่ะ
You have half the royal family out of course
ไม่เป็นไร
Shut
Are
up.
these
You could have called for
people
backup.
hostile? Okay.
Yes, they're hostile because they're smoking and wearing black. What and what's going on? Oh, but they didn't bring knives this time.
Ooh
I guess.
Where's why the lack of knives?
Why the lack of assassins?
it's very 80s of them
Oh,
I don't know.
there's a group of guys
Again.
let's go after him like one by one
Not more rain trauma.
this is gonna be his one weakness.
you can't fight him in the rain he wouldn't have a chance against Storm from the X-Men
I mean, most people wouldn't.
that's true I mean she is Omega level but
Is this a car crash? Oh, the king killed his parents. That's what happened.
The king or Ava?
The king to control him. Ava wasn't even born.
I wouldn't put it past her.
คุณสนัน
she got a time machine
คุณ คุณโอเคไหมคุณเจ็บตรงไหนหรือเปล่าคุณบอกผมไม่เป็นไร
Child, y'all know y'all gonna die of hypothermia now.
Hello, can we get Calvin? Shakira, anybody? I mean, Shakira's. All right, Shakira's
We
dead.
don't need them. We don't need them. They fine. They'll find their own way home, I guess.
that's a nice sectional do not sit on that sectional do not sit on that sectional you've been outside go take off your no wait
Yes, go take off your me and DC finally on the same page for once.
ผมอยู่ตรงนี้ อยู่ข้างๆคุณ
You know who would be great to call? Your friend, your high school friend, whoever that was. I can't remember his name.
The hot guy with the V.
deep breath in count to 3 count to 5 out
There's no therapist in the Royal Kingdom, obviously.
you know what that is another thing you got all this technology you got hologram
Where's your exposure therapy? Like, that's not the only time it's rained in the lifetime of you being here.
ให้ผมดูแลคุณบ้างนะ
also did you not look at the weather report
We don't do that. Like, we don't even look after the people we came to the club with. You think we looking at the weather report?
Actually, that's a pet peeve of mine. If you go to the club with someone, at least look out for them.
If we came together, we are going home together, or I'm watching you go home.
Right. Like,
หลานต้องดูแลตัวเองดีๆนะลูกฝึกฝนตามคำสั่งของเจ้ามหาชีวิต
You know she's gonna die.
แม่คงต้องไปที่อื่นสักพัก
She's running for her life.
ว่าแม่จะรีบกลับมา
But she still trusts the king.
คุณทัดด้านในมาถึงแล้วครับ
แม่อย่าไปแม่จะไปไหน
Which one's that, the 9?
แม่
แม่บอกว่าจะกลับมาแม่ไม่กลับมาเหมือนตามที่สัญญากันไว้ ทุกครั้งที่ฝนตกมันน่ากลัวสำหรับผม
ไม่เป็นไร ไม่ต้องพูดแล้วก็ได้ คืนนี้นอนที่นี่เถอะ
It's not exactly a romantic moment.
It's not the way you deal with trauma, sex.
The soundtrack trying to tell me the way you deal with your trauma is sex.
What about a hug?
Hugs are fine.
Hugs are good.
I'm fine with hugs.
Yeah, but
you can hug me without like caressing my lips, but like
yeah, hugs are good. But they're still both wet.
This is true.
It's a wet hug. That's what the Mormons do. No offense. No, I'm sorry. I can't offend anyone.
Oh wow! Ooh, okay.
My goodness. Shots fired during Mormon Pride Month.
Oh, right?
First the bisexuals and now the Mormons.
You're the one
Edison's out to get everyone.
Right.
Tables turn.
Oh my god. Shut up. No. your duties is not appropriate.
But no, this is I guess.
Remember your duties. Okay. Who cares about duties?
Care about their duties as much as they did Shakri and Calvin.
That part.
I guess.
We know we were getting there. This is the point that we were getting at, so.
I don't know, but I don't kind of like it.
I mean, I know people are going to be in the comments be like, well, he was vulnerable and he was there when the other guy was vulnerable and he let him in and he's usually so guarded and stuff like that. But I'm like,
that's nice.
We
could have just been vulnerable and left it at that.
Right, and build on that. And it's the end of the episode.
Okay, I guess.
It's a thing.
คุณเรียกผมมาทำไมครั้งนี้คุณก็ช่วยผมไว้อีกแล้วอ่ะคุณคิดว่าฝีมือใคร
เกิดเรื่องใหญ่แล้วพี่ค่ะ
การพาคณินเข้าไปในสถานที่เช่นนั้นเป็นที่ไม่ควร
เสด็จปู่จะปลดคุณชนันไม่ได้หลานไม่ยินยอม
หลานไม่ต้องห่วงหรอกเราได้เฟ้นหาโค้ชมือดีไว้ให้แล้ว
Oh.
กระหม่อมโคชโจพะยะค่ะ
Hello.
Joe.
Hello, Joe.
Joe was like, keep this coach.
Yes.
มีอนุญาตให้พี่ทำเกินหน้าที่
He's like, wait a minute, it's coach. Topher's like, I'm in the running for the
Yes. Let me get my Elizabeth Taylor diamonds out real quick. Hold on. Little dab behind the ear. And yes. Hello. How you doing?
They say, put perfume everywhere you want to be kissed.
Screw the top.
Okay, the next Prince, episode 6. It is the first kiss episode, I guess we can dissect that. They're separating the kiss outside the context. I thought it was a nice kiss, but obviously the context matters. And I don't know, it's very, I guess we have to figure out like what the romantic storyline there is, because I've been sort of missing the lead up to this whole situation, and I think I need to kind of examine it more because I didn't really get into the journey that much. But I think this episode could have been really good, but I feel like the characters are still a bit surface level in terms of the characters that went to the nightclub. Like Calvin, know nothing about him. Ava, it seems like she's just been led a sheltered life. That's new information, but that's not a lot. There's more of Ramil's relationship with Pei Tai, and it just turns out Ramil's insecure and jealous, and that's something. I don't know. And the most interesting bit is obviously, for me, Z's mother's backstory. There has to be something going on where she risked her life to do something. So I'm interested in the nuggets of pieces of information that we do get, but it's been drip fed so slowly that I really hope there's a payoff. Even with the finding the guy who raised Kenin, like that's slowly leading somewhere. So I just wish the storytelling was a bit more impactful, because I feel like we're getting too many tiny bits of everything, and I'd like a bit more focus on maybe like one or two things so that they can kind of get explored a bit more. Obviously Kenin really cares about Z. I just wonder, like, Z, I don't think his like internal struggle between the duty and the falling for Nunu it doesn't reach me as much, and so like he kind of gave in quite easily in my eyes. I don't know. Topher, what did you think of this episode?
Well, I mean, I guess I'll get the kiss diatribe out of the way first, because I'll probably spend most time there. Did either of you guys watch Two Worlds with Max Nat?
No.
Okay. Well, for those of you in the audience who have, or if you saw my reactions to, what was it, episode 4, episode 5, I don't remember. This first kiss felt very similar to that first kiss, where if you take it out of context, it's a beautiful kiss. Like, I remember when I was making one of the kissing compilations for a Drama Mama channel months and months ago, and I was like, people, tell me what you think of the most romantic kisses in BL, and I'm going to throw them in a compilation. And From Two Worlds was one of the kisses, and I saw the kiss. I'm like, damn, this is good. Oh my God, they are kissing. They are kissing, yes. And the cinematography is gorgeous and everything. And I finally got to the episode, and like I'm watching the episode. I'm like, okay, clearly nothing's gonna happen. But the outfits they were wearing looked familiar, and I'm like, this ain't the episode, right? This can't be the episode. And then like we got towards the end of the episode, I'm like, okay, that's not the episode. They just recycled these outfits. But then it turned out to be the episode. I'm like, how we get here? I'm confusion. So that's kind of where I am with this kiss, where I'm like, out of context, beautiful. Like Z and Nunu, they've been kissing for years at this point. They got chemistry. They know how to kiss and whatever. But so it was like a beautiful moment. But like for me, as a viewer, I'm like, it didn't feel like the moment for the kiss. It didn't feel like, it felt like the series and the music and everything was trying to tell me that this is such a beautiful moment. And I know there's going to be people in the comments, which probably I'm not going to read them, but I know the people in the comments who are going to say what TC was saying, how he was being vulnerable and he let his guard down, and they shared this moment. It was a beautiful moment of connection. And yes, that is true. That is all true. But it wasn't a moment of romance. It may have been a moment of connection, but it wasn't a moment of romance. Like, there's so many factors of things that are going on. I'm like, nothing is romantic leading up to that. we've been drinking, partying all damn night. We left our friends at the club. There was an assassination attempt. We are drenched, wet, on the verge of, the flu, hypothermia, whatever it may be. He's in the middle of PTSD flashbacks because his mama got killed in the rain or something. Maybe, I don't know. There's still too many things out there, too many pieces that we need to put together. But like, there's so many things going on, and I'm like, it's not a romantic moment. It's not romantic. So this kiss was nothing for me. I can see technically that it is a lovely kiss from technically, but like in the context, I say like it does not for me. If anything, it kind of detracts from the characters for me because I'm like, it's no one's intent. I know in the series and the characters, it's no one's intent to be like predatory or this, that, the other. For me, like it feels kind of gross. Like, hey, this person is down and out and sad. And my thought in this is comfort him with my lips. And it's not even that it was just like, oh, we were staring at each other because like we spend the entire series staring at each other's eyes and almost kissing this and that. Like it wasn't like one of those moments. It was literally, oh, he's sad, he's crying. And it's like, I want to be here to take care of you. I'm like, why are you taking care of me with your finger inside of my fucking mouth? Like, please calm down. Like, for me, it's not romantic. It's not romantic. I know there's going to be a lot of people who are like Xenu simps and like, oh my God, this is the most romantic thing I've seen since sliced bread. This is the most romantic thing since fucking Love in the Air, which I already know how I feel about that. I'm not going to go on that tirade. Yeah, so like for me, it wasn't romantic. It wasn't romantic. It didn't give me the warm, fuzzy feelings. It made me feel uncomfortable. It made me feel uncomfortable. It made me feel kind of gross, to be honest. I know there can be people say, oh, you're overreacting and whatever. I don't know, go touch grass. You guys came for my reaction, and that is my reaction. That is how I feel in this moment. But outside of that, we got Ava. I asked for that at the beginning of the reaction. We got her. I don't know if they know what they want to do with her, or if they do, it doesn't feel clear yet, but maybe all the pieces will fall into place. Calvin was here for a reason. Like at first I thought it was when we first saw him with Grandpa, and Grandpa's like, I want you to take him on a trip, and I want you guys to go. Like I saw you going to look for pearls with your bodyguard. I want you to take him to go look for diamonds. I want you guys to. I'm like, oh, thank you, Grandpa. Like I thought it was going to be the storyline. Grandpa knows about the chemistry between, Keneen and Shannon. Yeah, he knows about the chemistry there. And Grandpa's got eyes. They work. He's like, I can't let this happen for whatever Grandpa's, reasons are. It's like, I can't let this happen. So I'm like, let me set him up with a nice prince. There's another prince, someone else of some sort of, royal bloodline or, rich standing or something, someone else who's higher in society. I can't have him going out with a royal guard. So let me set him up with this, and, maybe he'll fall in love and forget all about Charan or whatever. I was like, okay, that's interesting. This could make some juicy something or another. He was just there, not wanting to do anything that he was invited to do. And then he got abandoned at the club. There's that. Ramil, he said, if they're happy, I'm happy for them. It's going to be my relationship, but if they're happy, I'm happy for them. I was going to say, if anything, I found their kiss to be more romantic than I did trying to.
I was going to say that during my turn, but go ahead.
I was like, do I feel that way?
I was going to say their kiss, like for me, like they're.
I was like, do I feel that way? Then I'm like, I don't know. But I don't know.
I think especially with their kiss, and not to cut you off, but with their kiss, there was at least a little bit more consent. And there was like, okay, in their own little like kinky type of way. It was like, okay, you're upset and I'm willing to do anything for you, and so you want to do anything. And there was that negotiation and conversation about what's going to happen next, and that happened next. And it was like, even during that kiss, like at first it was like, and then it was like, oh yeah, and it was like they feel where they're kissing back, and then even when he went away, that look on his face, it was like, yeah, and you didn't see that in crying Z's face, and so that's why like it painted a little bit more. So yeah, I think it was a little bit better.
Yeah, I'll say that the Ramil's kiss, it felt more fleshed out. It felt more earned rather than here's the main ship and we got to get them kissing at some point. I feel like there are other ways we could have made them kiss. They trip and fall into each other every 5 minutes. We could have made something that happen. He presented him with his mama's pearl. We could have made some, like there are so many ways we could get them to kiss. When you're wet and going through a PTSD episode, it just doesn't feel like the right time for me. I'm sorry. It doesn't get my motor revving. I don't know. I feel like the whole club scene, just the whole club outing was not unnecessary, but just kind of nothing. Nothing. It's inconsequential. Like nothing really happened at the club. Yes, there was an assassination attempt by 2 people.
With their fists.
With their fists. I guess. I feel like if I'm going to try and assassinate the royal family, I'm going to take more than 2 people and their fists. But I mean, they've tried in past. I guess they've tried weapons and it didn't work. As we've seen, the only successful person to harm the royal family is that bicycle.
That one bike.
Maybe they should have come with some bicycles or something. Just like carrying some bikes, like let's go. Maybe that's what they need to do. But yeah, the whole, I feel like the whole trip to Ava's castle, just in general, everything involving Ava was just unnecessary, inconsequential this episode. Like we went to visit her castle and it felt, because like we already spent time at Ramil's castle, last episode, the episode before. So now that we went to Ava's castle, I was like, okay, this is starting to feel kind of like a collection fetch game or something. Like, okay, I got to go to this castle. Get this, I got to go to this castle, and I got to get this, I got to go to this castle. I'm like, okay, we're gonna get a tour of everyone's castle, and we're gonna see all the things, and that's how we're gonna kill 3 or 4 episodes worth of time. It felt like nothing happened. Nothing happened to the castle. Nothing happened at the bar. Nothing happened. I am intrigued by the potential for what could come about with Charan's mom. I feel like we could do something really interesting there. Because like Edison was saying during that scene, like it looked like she knew she was going to die. She looked like she wasn't just like, okay, baby, I'm going to go off to work and I'll see you later. Like she looked like she knew her fate, whether that was she was going to be killed or she was going to be imprisoned or, whatever. It was like she felt like she knew what was up and she was saying goodbye to her son and like, hey, be good, take care of it. So like, I feel like it could be interesting as to what she knew, like why was that her final, why was that her fate? What did she do? What did she know? Who did she see do something that she shouldn't have seen? Who did she double cross that she shouldn't have double crossed? Or why was she in the wrong place at the wrong time? And, like, what was it that made it that was going to be her last night? And how did Charan get there? Because we keep getting flashbacks of him standing in the rain, looking, and then we saw like a bloody windshield, but like how'd he get, like, was she murdered there in the yard? Because like if it was like down the road or off the, like how'd he get there? Like did he just like chase after the car and then like, so
it looks like he went looking for her in the rain, right? Because he's walking on a road and he must have just found
yeah her. Maybe, but like who, I'm assuming the guy that was holding him back was his dad, maybe. Like you just gonna let this child go roaming aimlessly in the street in the rain? So like I have questions, but like I feel like that could be interesting. It could be an interesting plot point depending on what they do with it, or it could be absolutely nothing. I'm still gonna say Ava did it somehow.
Stop bullying
She's crafty. She's crafty like that. But yeah, those are my thoughts. It was a good episode. It was a fine episode. It was fine.
Oh, so you didn't want me to get all the flame and hate and stuff like that? That's what you said. So it's fine because I'm normally supposed to be doing the like compliment sandwich and stuff like that, but like, and it's I'm okay, and this is what I'm gonna say. Back when we started this, when I thought it was going to be, and I found out it was going to be 14 episodes, I was like, this, and I said ahead of time, because I was like 14 episodes is a lot. That's a lot of story for you to get through. There's gotta be a lot of points. You can like Z Nunu and you can like these people and stuff like that. But to have a lot of episodes and a lot of nothing happening, because you can make people better, your best and your faves, if you give them good work. Not just to have them on screen, but actually give them good work, good material to work with. But sometimes people just want to see their faves on screen, no matter what they're doing. And that's fine, but at least admit that. At least admit that I just want to see him read the phone book. Fine.
Valid.
That is valid. But if I'm saying, okay, he's reading the phone book, that's it. You can't get angry at me. But, that's fine. That's great, Grand Ruby. I think that's what this show is starting to suffer with. I think it's like often there's just like, there hasn't been whole episodes. I haven't seen a whole episode, but there are parts in the episode where that can be taken out. That can be taken out. That can be taken out. And others, but also other stuff could be put in. Like also what I feel from this, them showing Ava in the club, them showing Ava being so guarded, not knowing all that kind of stuff, is a chance to try and paint her as weak and not knowing. But I really feel that if you're going to have a character showing them that they start right, if they're going to be a round character. So if they start off as weak and unknowing, there's some journey or growth or getting up to there and stuff like that. And I just don't. At episode 6, I'm still waiting for it, but I just don't have any faith that they're going to show her growth. And it's going to be a sorely missed thing. Is sorely missed. The other guy, he was there in the club, then he got drunk and went off, and like they were like, I don't care about him. Like he was just off. The butler, the little
Shakri,
guy.
yeah.
Shakri. He, like, I feel bad for him, but I guess he's supposed to be the comic relief because of and I'm going to say it, because he presents as someone who's fluffy and he's the comic relief, and so he just gets that and the other thing. He's not what is considered a good body shape or anything like that, and so he's going to be comic relief and not really get anything. Or if they do, it'll be like shoehorned in the end, like, oh my goodness. I forget.
Want a good day?
No, I was going to say
Cooking Crush.
Cooking Crush. Yes, in Cooking Crush, where they did that, and it was just like, he's straight and he has a girlfriend? What the hell? But yeah, other than that, like, I really did feel like the Draco kiss was... him and his, like, that was a really good kiss. The other kiss with Nunu, I really felt like, hey, it's a 6th episode, we should have him kiss. And now from here we'll like kind of like have the relationship go on, especially since in the preview, but we also don't know what's going to happen in the preview, but in the preview he seems really uncomfortable with Nunu. He just feels really uncomfortable with that added like closeness and stuff like that. If he's like, it would be really icky if that now that he's back to his senses and he didn't really like open up and he's back to being that, like keeping that distance, it would be like, okay, did he really choose to let that happen to him or anything like that? I know I could be overstepping or whatever, but it's like, it was just because, in contrast, because we had 2 kisses in this series, in this episode, and just one had consent, one had their type of consent and stuff like that. And that was just really good. And it's compared to the other one, and it was just like, But I know BL has a tendency to say, fuck therapy. Love conquers it all. You just need someone to like love you and make you all better and stuff like that and you get to live happily ever after. And then sometimes that happily ever after, those same issues come out and ruin the relationship post happily ever after in real life. But that is neither here nor there. But yeah, I would like Ava more development other than that. But yeah, it was a good episode. Lights of the sets are beautiful.
Sets are gorgeous. Costumes are gorgeous.
Beautiful gowns. Beautiful gowns. Like I was saying,
literally
the sleeves and waist and costumes and all that kind of stuff. And nobody wearing nothing like twice except for the guards and Shaku. But yeah, it's very produced. And even when they went to the pearl shop and it was another set and all that looked beautiful, it is all beautiful. And I guess like it's just that little stuff underneath. Even the club was
like they are giving me the luxury that I was hoping they would give me when I first reacted to the trailer. The luxury is there. They're giving me the lush, everything about it. Except the character.
Right. It brought us into the world. This is a lovely world. And there were phoenixes flying around, and you just like, okay, so.
There were phoenixes flying around.
Or there were holograms.
No, the phoenixes. I like to believe that they raise phoenixes.
Right. They got pearls and sharks and everything else. But yeah, other than that, yeah.
And we did get that little bit with the bartender. And it's like, yeah, I see that guy. I'm going to take you to him after work. So, like, stepdad is potentially alive. Well, he's alive somewhere. But he may be more accessible than we thought. Or the bartender is untrustworthy.
Is there anyone in here that you trust?
I trust Calvin. Even though he's probably dead in the bathroom stall at this point, but I trusted him while he was alive.
You can trust him now; he's dead.
Yeah, I trust. What is it, Joel? Whoever the new coach is coming in next week, I trust him with my life. I trust him to protect every square inch of my life. Yes, I do. I trust some people.
That's the fucking ending song. Topher, get rid of it. I trust you. Okay, I guess that's it for us here. Thanks for watching our reaction to The Next Prince episode 6. Let us know your thoughts, and we'll see you next time for episode 7. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.
See ya. Bye.